Hey, I have a challenging quiz for you. I will name an extreme situation to you, and you'll try to choose the correct way of dealing with it. Let's see how many survival tips you learned from movies and how many of them would be absolutely ridiculous to believe in. Check how well you've done at the end of the video. This is your first time going to some adventure into the wilds. How would you prepare to be ready for anything when you're away from civilization? A. Watch a bunch of survival shows. B. Take some survival courses. C. Talk to experienced people. I learned that from survival shows. You'll only hear that in movies. In reality, survival is nothing like the shows. It's easy to forget how many people make those, besides the one in front of the camera. They may have some good advice, but special courses will prepare you much better than that. Now you're out in the wilds, the weather is getting worse, and soon a really cold shower will start. But there is a cave not far away where you can hide. You checked inside, it's empty, and it's here all for you. Where will you build fire to get warm? A. Inside the cave. B. Outside the cave. C. Near the cave's entrance. If you're in a cave, you don't want to have a fire anywhere near it. When the rock heats up, it may crack and break. Rocks may fall and hurt you or block your way out. Don't believe myths, the answer is B. You are lost in the woods and seek for something to eat. You don't know how to hunt, so you turn to searching for some plants or berries. How do you know which ones you can actually eat? A. Look what animals eat and pick that. B. Eat only red berries. C. Stay away from any berries you don't know for sure are okay. No matter what movie heroes say, just don't eat any berries in the woods. If animals can digest some of them, it doesn't mean you can. They also eat moss, leaves, and raw meat with all the nasty insects in it, but you won't do that, right? Now, you know for sure that finding a source of water is one of the first priorities in the wild. Luckily, there is a lake nearby. But how will you prepare the water so it's safe to drink it? A. Boil it. B. Filter it. C. Filter and then boil it. People in movies don't often have enough screen time to do both, but it's absolutely necessary. Boiling by itself won't clean the water from possible harmful elements, and filtering won't help to get rid of germs and bacteria. Getting bitten by a snake is a terrifying thing and is exactly what just happened. Oops! What to do if you or someone got bitten? A. Cut the bite and suck out the venom. B. Place a tourniquet and apply ice on a bite. C. Keep the bitten person as still as possible and seek professional help. Trying to suck out venom as they do in the movies will only help it to spread. The same goes for ice and tourniquets. Sitting still will help to keep the venom in place while you wait for help. You stroll through the forest, and then, suddenly, you hear a long, low growl. You turn around and see a giant bear. What will you do? A. Run away. B. Lie low and still your breath. C. Let the bear know that you're there and calmly walk away. If you run away, you must be a prey. If you try to hide, the bear will find out you're here anyway. But this time it'll be startled and scared. You don't want to deal with a startled bear. Make your presence obvious and provide the bear with a space to go away. It most certainly will. Now, after going miles and miles through the cold winter day, you finally got home. What will be the first thing you do to avoid hypothermia? A. Putting on dry clothes and sipping a cup of hot tea. B. Jumping into a hot tub. C. Stay active, do some exercise. In any case, Don't go from low temperature to really high quickly. It's really bad for your body. It needs to gradually warm up, and not with its own activity. It needs some care, not extra work. Let's change the scene now. You've just woken up in the middle of the desert with nothing of use on you. What's the first thing you'll need to find here to make your way out? A. Food. B. Water. C. Shade. Even if you see an oasis on the horizon, don't rush to it. The nearest source of shade is the only thing you need at the beginning of your journey. The sun will set, and it will be easier to get to the water. Yep, you're in a desert, but hey, things aren't that bad. You even managed to get some water for yourself. But you still need to get to safety, and that's a long walk in the dunes with a single bottle of water. How will you manage this? A. Don't drink water. B. Drink as much water as you want. C. Try to save as much water for later as you can. Movies will tell you that you need to save water, but that's far from true. If you don't drink enough, the blazing sun and possible heat stroke won't leave you a chance to save water anyway. The desert sun is merciless, and there is no way for you to find water around as far as you can see. Except there are a lot of cacti around, and you saw in movies that you can drink from those. What will you do? A. Drink from any cactus by making a hole in it. B. Only eat cactus fruit. C. Avoid cacti entirely. It's a tricky one, since you sure can eat cactus fruit if you bake them on coals for about 30 seconds. It will replace a bit of water you lost, but won't save you. Movies lie about drinking from a hole in a cactus with a straw. Only one species of cactus have non-toxic juice in them, and it won't be easy to find one, so you better just avoid cacti at all. You are a lifeguard on the beach, and this is your first day at work. How would you know that someone needs your help? A. They will splash and scream. B. Someone will notice and tell you. C. You just have to notice it yourself. Unfortunately, only your own vigilance will help you here. Unlike in the movies, people don't scream when they're drowning, and there have been cases when people just an arm's reach away couldn't tell that something bad was happening at all. It's a yacht party, and you decided to go swimming. You got a little carried away with it and found out you got pretty far from the yacht. But your friends are on it screaming something to you, and they sound frightened. You turn around and see a fin silently zigzagging your way. What will you do if a shark attacks you? A. Scream at it. B. Punch it in the nose. C. Punch it in the gills or eyes. Well, a shark doesn't care if you scream, and you won't be able to punch it in the nose. The weakest spots you can actually hit are gills and eyes. You're a police officer on a chase. You know for sure the criminal is hiding in the building right in front of you, and you can hear that someone inside needs your help too. But the door is locked. What will you do? A. Find a crowbar. B. Find a locksmith. C. Shoot the lock. Nah, in real life no one will try to shoot the lock. The lock will most likely withstand the impact, but the bullet may ricochet back and make a new hole where you don't want it to. The worst idea ever. The bad guys are going after you, and they are close. You can already hear the upcoming roar of their cars. Which transport will you choose to outrun them in the city? A. A motorbike. B. A regular car. C. A racing car. No matter what they show in the movies, racing cars will most probably just flip at the first sharp turn you have to take in the city to avoid traffic. and bikes are just too dangerous. The traffic can be unpredictable, so you'd be better off with a regular car. It's just not cinematic enough for a movie. So, how well did you do? If your result is just around 5 right answers or less, well, at least you probably know and love your movies. Just stay away from the wilds, don't get yourself in trouble, and you'll be totally okay. If it's 6 to 10, you're one of those indispensable people who can save others in extreme situations from making a terrible movie-inspired mistake. Got all 14 of them right? You must be a survivalist. Or you just really don't trust Hollywood and research every possible movie stunt you come across. Hey, if you learned something new today, then give the video a like and share it with a friend. And here are some other cool videos I think you'll enjoy. Just click to the left or right, and remember, stay on the bright side of life.